Hello everyone, welcome to Wordy Tales. In today's story, we'll discover why hard work and persistence are the keys to achieving our dreams. As we listen, we'll also pick up some new words and learn how to use them in sentences. It's a great way to practice English while enjoying a good story. So make sure to stay with us till the end. In a busy town, it was a typical morning. Villagers were going about their usual activities. Some were trading goods, others were heading to the fields. A few prepared to open their small shops. Among them there sat a young man under a tree. He seemed lost in his own world. This was Theo, a boy known for his laziness and poverty. He had everything one would expect from a healthy, strong young man. He was tall and fit, but something within him had stolen his drive. Theo refused to work, yet he constantly dreamed of one day becoming rich. He never put in the effort, but hoped fortune would fall into his lap. Even his meals came from the kindness of the villagers. They often pitied him. One morning, a wealthy merchant from the village began distributing fresh milk to the needy villagers. He handed out a pot of milk as a gesture of gratitude for the bountiful year. Theo heard the news. He did not miss the opportunity. He quickly joined the queue. Soon he had a pot of fresh milk in his hand. It looked delicious. Overjoyed, he hurried home to prepare it. After setting up the stove and using the firewood already available at home, he boiled the milk. Thanks to his father, who had left for work earlier, everything was ready in their small kitchen. There were also 2 pieces of bread on the table. After a while, the sound of bubbling liquid indicated the milk was ready. Theo poured some milk. He enjoyed it with the bread for breakfast. He set aside the rest next to his bed. But after finishing his meal, instead of helping his father in the fields, he decided to lie down in his room. He began daydreaming. If he became rich, somehow all his problems would vanish. His thoughts turned to the pot of milk beside him. He imagined the milk would harden by the next morning. It would turn into cheese. Then I'll sell it at the market and make money, he thought. With that money, I'll buy a hen. The hen will lay eggs. Those eggs will hatch into chicks. I will raise those chicks until they grow up. Eventually, these chickens will lay hundreds of eggs. Soon I'll own a poultry farm. Theo's imagination flowed like a river. Then I'll sell all the chickens and buy a few cows. I'll open a dairy farm. Everyone in town will buy milk from me. I'll become very rich. Soon I'll buy jewelry. Even the king will buy all the jewelry from me. I'll become even wealthier. Then I'll marry a beautiful girl from a rich family. Soon after, we'll have a handsome son. If he turns out to be lazy, I will teach him a lesson. I will hit him with a stick. How could he be lazy when his father became rich, starting from just a pot of milk? Theo's fantasy went too far. While daydreaming about punishing a lazy person, he grabbed a stick. He swung it as if hitting someone. Accidentally, he hit the pot of milk beside him. The milk spilled everywhere. Only then did he snap out of his daydream. He stood still for a moment. He processed his disappointment. He cleaned up the spilled milk. His dream was gone. The next morning, he decided to take a walk in the village. He hoped someone kind-hearted would be giving out charity again. Nothing had changed. His life remained poor and miserable. Friends, often we have unrealistic hopes of achieving great things in life. Yet, we do nothing. We just sit idle. This is a truly shameful reality. What if from now on we planted a rule in our minds? Our actions must match our aspirations. If we want to succeed, the key is hard work. If we want to be accomplished, the key is discipline. If we want God's help, the key is prayer. So, even if we are lazy, we can still succeed. We just need to change our habits. Let's learn some new words from the story. Aspirations means strong hopes or ambitions to achieve something. Example, she has big aspirations to become a doctor. Distribute means to give something to people. Example, the teacher distributed the homework to all the students. Bountiful means large in amount. Example, the garden had a bountiful harvest this year. Imaginations means the ability to form ideas or pictures in your mind. Example, children often have very active imaginations.